Hello, Adventure Racers. My name is Logan. I'm on the marketing team for Primal Quest, and with me today I have Ron Kelly, Adventure Racer extraordinaire. Let's just get started if we can. Ron is going to be a guide for the new guided teams for Primal Quest 2015. So I'm just going to jump into this interview. So you've got 10 plus years of adventure racing under your belt. What keeps you coming back to this sport?
I've raced in a lot of things. Adventure racing was so different because it involves the concept of a team. I think for a lot of guys and gals, you're always used to racing alone, triathlons, running races, anything. The cool thing about adventure racing is that there's team dynamics brought in. You get to kind of see how it goes with other people. Plus, too, it's always nice when you're miserable to have someone else to complain to, which has always kind of made it kind of a fun thing. Adventure racing, on top of that, is just what it says. It's an adventure. It's not a here to there. It's kind of the journey along the way. I mean, just the build-up to it makes it exciting.
Okay, fair enough. In that same vein, what makes a good or successful adventure racing team? What are the qualities you look for?
That is such a hard question to really pin down. For me, it's always been the people I've been able to race with. There's always a time someone on your team is going to be down physically, mentally, and so what makes a good team is that you can pick each other up, and it's everybody at some time or another will do that. You'll be down physically, mentally, or whatever, and somebody else there will get you up and get you going, or you'll be able to do that to somebody else.
What kind of training do you do leading up to something like this, or even that four wins?
You know what? It's not a lot different than I did for triathlon, except I don't swim near as much. A lot of biking, a lot of hiking. Depending on what's in the race, whether it's kayaking or rope skills, you'll bone up on that. One of the reasons I kind of not a lot of racing in the last few years is the training is arduous, especially for something like PQ. You have to just put in hours and hours and hours. And I have 3 kids and a wife, so it's just, at times it's hard to do all that. But it's just cutting time. The kids and everybody go to bed, and I get up at 10 at night or stay up, and then I'll go out for a 4, 5, 6 hour bike ride at night and, catch a couple hours sleep. Next day, same thing, catch a run. And on the weekend, I try and carve out a little time where I can get a long one in.
Okay, very cool. So Primal Quest 2015, August 20th through the 28th in Tahoe. You're going to be a member of a guided team. How did you get involved with this gig?
Well, kind of like I said, I'm a little bit older, so I wasn't really going to do any of these long expedition races. And one of the guys I know who revived Primal Quest, I've never really raced with him, but I raced against him. And we happened to meet up mountain biking one day. And he just goes, "Hey, Ron, you know what? We're going to start a Primal Quest. We're thinking about bringing in this new thing called guided teams." And he explained it to me. I thought, that would be cool. I've always enjoyed, one of the best things about adventure racing is meeting new people. And I always thought, what a good idea to do that, and especially in a kind of a grand adventure like this.
So you don't have a ton of details about kind of what you're going to be doing or your responsibilities.
No, and that's kind of the daunting part of all this, because most of the time I've always raced before. I only race with people I know really well because of the psychological and physical demands this puts on you. This is going to be kind of interesting because these are people that I've never raced before or raced with before and don't even know. So hopefully we'll be able to get together and do a few things, prior to the race and stuff. So it's going to be kind of an adventure for everybody around.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. Okay, so do you have any knowledge of the course or the disciplines other than what's publicly available on the website, primalquest.org?
Not a clue. I know it's going to be up at Tahoe, and I live about 60 miles from Tahoe, so a lot of it I'm assuming is going to be in places I've been before, but I don't have a clue. This is going to be a hard race.
In that vein, why do you think they chose Tahoe for the course location?
It's just there's so much up there. I know they had one up there. I think it was 2003-ish or something like that. It's just a great area. You've got rivers, you've got epic mountain biking all up and down the Sierras. I don't know where the kayaking is, but if we're in Tahoe, that's a great lake for kayaking. tons of whitewater. I mean, there's some epic rock climbing and stuff up there too. And, you know, orienteering, I think it just offers a venue of scenery and physical challenges that's hard to rival. I mean, there's a lot of great places, but Tahoe, I think, is equal of any.
Yeah, fair enough. So I've been told that adventure racers, especially at the high level, are notoriously competitive and cynical. What would you say to someone who thinks that a guided team has some sort of unfair advantage?
Well, all I got to do is know that I'm 54, so I don't have any advantage whatsoever. My main goal would be to just get me and my team, and they may get me across the finish line. You know, we'll just want to complete this thing, you know, as fast as we can, as good as we can. You know, I always respect all the people. I've been on teams and we've won races. I've been on teams and we've not finished races. You know, you should do the best you can. Everybody kind of looks at everybody else now and again, and, you know, being competitive just makes you a little bit, you know, wonder what's going on. With the guided teams, this is just literally going to be an adventure. There's no advantage from me or any of the other guides doing this. We don't know the way. The only advantage we have is we adventure race, and we're looking for a good time and fun out there.
What would you say to someone who's on the fence about competing this year?
You know, Primal Quest went away for a while, and now it's back. You've got to give it a try. If you've ever thought about doing one of these things can change your life. They're just, it's amazing. You know what I mean? Everything about it, the planning, the nervousness, getting ready for it, and then once you do it, it's just a grand adventure. And you got to look at it like that. Now, it's certainly not an easy adventure. I mean, you have to be ready to do this. You don't sign up for PQ on a whim. It's not a 2-hour triathlon or something like that. It's going to be a really significant event. But if you want to try one of these, this is the thing to try.
All right, very cool. Cool. Well, any other closing remarks?
You know, all I can tell you is I'm just really excited to do this. You know, once again, I hadn't thought I'd do another event like this, and the closer and closer it gets, the more excited I am for, you know, just to see a lot of old friends again, and just to get a chance to go out there and compete and, you know, have an adventure with everybody else. It's going to be something else. I don't have a clue about the race, but I know they're going all out to make this one fun and a challenge.
All right, man. Cool. Well, again, Ron, we really appreciate your time so much. We'll let you get back to you know, teaching. We can see the books behind you there. So yeah, very cool. There you have it. You just met Ron Kelly, who's going to be on a guided team this year for Primal Quest 2015. There's a ton more info on the website, which is primalquest.org. It's going to do a lot better job than I'm able to do on this interview here. So check it out. And again, you want to write any questions, and I'm sure you can contact us or Ron if you have anything you want to say or any questions. Again, thank you, Ron.
Oh, thank you. Anytime.